number of Nintendo's free-to-play mobile games will no longer be playable in Belgium at the end of August, a shutdown that comes as a result of the country's strict policy regarding loot boxes. Both Animal Crossing, Pocket Camp, and Fire Emblem Heroes are set to go offline in Belgium in a few months' time. Additionally, Nintendo has said in a statement spotted and translated by Eurogamer that it will not release games with similar monetization models in Belgium in the future. Both free-to-play games feature loot boxes as a monetization mechanic, though Animal Crossing, Pocket Camp only added the option last month. Regulators in Belgium ruled that loot boxes qualify as games of chance last year and are therefore illegal under the country's gambling laws. Translations of the statements shared to Nintendo of Belgium's Twitter account and website say that the certain unclear situation in Belgium regarding certain in-game revenue models is responsible for its decision to end service for both games, and that both will go offline on August 27th. In the year since Belgium made its ruling about loot box legality, several developers and publishers have changed how their games monetize in the two countries, with some like Square Enix and Nintendo opting to fully shut down mobile games in the country to stay on the right side of the law. Nant Mobile, the joint game development venture from Networks and San Diego based Daybreak Games, is handing development of Z1 Battle Royale back to Daybreak, a move that appears to have resulted in a number of layoffs at Nant. We have reached out to Nant for confirmation, but tweets picked up by massively up over the weekend show that a number of developers that previously worked on the project left the company just recently, with at least one developer noting that their departure was the result of layoffs. Since those initial reports, Nant has shared a post to the Z1 Battle Royale Steam page to announce that the development of the game would be handed back to Daybreak Games, and that Nant Mobile would focus on its core mission of developing mobile games moving forward, and we have refocused our team toward this vision. If you are someone you know has been affected by these layoffs, you can mail Gamasutra to share your story confidentially. Nant Mobile itself has only been up and running since late last year, and is the result of a joint venture between H1Z1 and EverQuest Dev, Daybreak Game Company and Networks. At the time of its first announcement, the studio had plans to manage development of the PC version of Z1 Battle Royale, while also developing and publishing mobile versions of H1Z1 and EverQuest, according to Nant Mobile's recent post. Handing the PC version of Z1 Battle Royale makes it so both Z1BL and H1Z1 will be under one publishing umbrella once again. However, it's unclear what portion, if any, of the development team that had been working on the game at Nant Mobile will make the jump as well. Daybreak Games itself has had a couple of rounds of layoffs in recent memory, including one that hit an estimated 70 people last December. Update: according to a former Nant Mobile developer affected by the layoffs, approximately 30 people lost their jobs as a result of the Z1 Battle Royale handoff, meaning roughly half the studio was let go this week. Those kids almost entirely affected developers who had been working on the Z1 Battle Royale project, many of whom were brought over from Daybreak less than a year ago to work on the game at Nant Mobile. This transition is particularly difficult, as it almost entirely targeted the developers of H1Z1 Z1BL, says an anonymous developer speaking to Gamasutra. And while it was not a surprise to any of the team that the product was likely at the end of its profitability, assurances had been made that our jobs were in no way tied to the success or failure of the project. According to that same developer, severance for those affected by the layoffs was based only on time spent at Niantic Mobile, a studio that only opened up around 6 months ago, rather than combined time employed at Daybreak and Niantic. This means that, in some cases, our people lost out on upwards of 18 years worth of seniority, says the former Niantic dev. According to that developer, the bulk of the Niantic team, outside of management and 4 others, was composed of developers that transitioned from Daybreak, the new Niantic Mobile joint venture, the team working directly on Z1 Battle Royale, and thus those affected by this week's layoffs was mostly, if not entirely, made up of Daybreak staff that transitioned to Niantic Mobile when the studio was set up. New Helsinki-based studio Reworks has secured $1.5 million in preceding funding from investors including Play Ventures, Big Bets, and Business Finland, as it looks to establish a foothold in the customization games market. The Finnish studio is specifically hoping to challenge the dominance of Gamasutra, and intends to do that by creating uplifting game experiences that spark creativity and imagination. As reported by Pocket Gamer, this Reworks was co-founded by a handful of developers from Sumo, the studio behind mobile coloring title Recolor, and will be led by former Sumo chief executive Tapo. We believe the customization games segment has room for an innovative and focused newcomer, commented Tapo. Glue Mobile has been the category's lonely rider, and we feel it's time to bring new experiences for players. The fledgling outfit has already soft-launched its first title, a home decoring design app called Radica, that lets players tinker with diverse decor styles, complete daily design challenges, and get inspiration for their real-life projects. Publisher 2K has suddenly ended pre-orders of the PC version Gearbox upcoming game, an Epic Games Store exclusive, Borderlands 3. In a statement given to Eurogamer over the weekend, 2K notes that it has removed the ability to pre-order the game on the Epic Games Store. At the time being, while it does not explicitly spell out the reason for doing so, 2K does mention it's working closely with Epic. In the wake of the decision to pause pre-orders does come during the Epic Games Store's first big sale event. However, an event that has already ruffled the feathers of several developers on the platform, and caused some to pull their games for the duration of the sale. The Epic Mega Sale launched last week, with the promise of offering $10 off every single game on the store priced over $14.99. The bill for that discount is fully footed by Epic, so devs and publishers do not see any less income from each individual sale. But many with games on the Epic Games Store are not happy with their games being devalued by a sudden deep discount. 2K's statement does not plainly say that the sale was the reason for the decision, but notes that the company is working closely with Epic and looks forward to the game being back on the Epic Games Store soon. Games bought during their mega sale will be honored at that price. Other developers with upcoming releases have made similar calls as well. Publisher Paradox Interactive temporarily pulled its upcoming game Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2 from the store entirely last week, and Epic's director of publishing later said the company was not properly informed about the sale ahead of time. Claw Entertainment made a similar decision for its early access game Oxygen, Not Incorporated Looted, and opted to temporarily remove it from the Epic Games Store around the same time. Klaus Kirsting, the founder of Nonstop Night and Royal Revolt publisher Flare Games, is looking to unite free-to-play devs and service providers under the banner of new company Phoenix Games. Phoenix specifically wants to bring together small to mid-sized game companies, which Kirsten claims often struggle to access capital and liquidity for their founders, to help them compete in an increasingly competitive market. To that end, the company is preparing to make multiple acquisitions in the coming months, and although it's largely targeting free-to-play devs with a mobile leaning, will apparently chase any opportunities that fit into its ever-evolving ecosystem. Unlike a traditional publisher, Kirsten claims Phoenix will promote a more long-term, strategic approach that allows every company under its umbrella to benefit from and share in each other's success. Being part of Phoenix will offer such teams and their founders, wherever in the world they are based, the chance to better compete with the industry's biggest names by pooling their strengths, creating for themselves a far less perilous road to profitability, explains a press release. Although the finer points of Phoenix's sharing is caring business plan now being kept under wraps for now, we can expect to hear more in the months ahead. Nintendo claims bumper software sales have invigorated the Switch in its latest financials.